Another look. I keep saying that. Okay, now.
Language, Ebann.
Good evening and welcome back to the channel. If you'd like to, hit that bell, subscribe, that'd be great. And today we're going to have a look at another indie promo box. So 20 comics for £10.
Bargain.
Yeah, from comicbox.co.uk. We've done
Indie comic box.
Yeah, indie. So there's no DC or Marvel or any of those. Just like indie ones. Indie. That's me in the corner. Indie.
You're showing your age, Ebann. That was old school indie. That's not what people are. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Right. Let's have a look, shall we? Like I said, comicbox.co.uk. If you'd like to, you can send me some more to do. Free stuff, always good. Right. One PT. So there's another indie box. Like I said, £20, 20 comics. Let's have a look, see what we got.
Fingers crossed there's some good stuff here.
Is a banger or a slanger?
And away we go.
Number one is...
That's Cerebus Melmoth, number 7. I mean, Cerebus is a well-known indie title, the longest running independent comic, I think, by David Sim. So that's definitely a find.
Cerebus is that Aardvark?
Yes, he is. Yeah, it was first kind of based on Conan, but as the series progressed, it became a lot more, and it's well known and it's quite highly renowned, critically acclaimed. So that's quite a find.
Good find.
Definitely.
All right, number 2.
Oh wow.
Well, if you don't like Cerebus, then you'll be disappointed. But here he is again.
Yeah, this is another Cerebus by David Sim. I think this one is called Mothers and Daughters.
Number 12.
Number 12 looks good.
There he is.
Yeah.
Cerebus.
Falling. So yeah, definitely so far so good, I'd say.
Next one. That's 2 so far. Bloody hell, you better like Cerebus if you got this box.
Yeah, and this look, what an interesting cover. It's a great cover. That almost looked like
your old man.
Looks like Dream, or he's playing on Morpheus. The cape, the amulet.
Do you think this is a little nod to Gaiman?
I think it's a little nod to Neil Gaiman. Yeah, even the kind of stars in the background, the kind of cosmic entity. That's a great cover, man. It's a brilliant cover.
Fantastic for you so far?
Brilliant for me so far.
Fantastic, orgasmic?
All of the above, dude.
Lovely. Right, let's go for number 4.
Here we go.
Oh,
that's a treat, isn't it?
Adventure Time.
That's a treat. What more do you need to know? Adventure Time.
Hipsters every time are throwing their coffee in the air and enjoying themselves.
Yeah, look at that. Look at Marceline. Brilliant. Look at that cover.
10th Spook. Is that Spooktacular?
Yeah, it's It's the 2015 Spooktacular Adventure Time. So I'm guessing it's a kind of annual or something like that, starring Marceline or a younger version of Marceline.
That first print.
Definitely worth it.
Lovely. So far, that's a nice find. I mean, if you don't really know about, that's a nice find.
Yeah.
You don't really know about indie comics. So far, it's like a nice little introduction to the indie world of comics. I think.
Definitely.
Bit of a break from the superhero drudge.
For sure. So far, this has been the best box. Just comic for comic so far.
Oh, let's see if we keep up the momentum.
Yeah. We have jinxed it.
Bravest Warriors.
That's pretty cool as well. It's by the creator of Adventure Time, Pentaton Ward.
I did watch this cartoon when it came out.
Oh, was there a cartoon?
Yeah. You don't know?
Nah, sorry, bruv.
Yeah, there's a cartoon of this.
Was it any good?
To be honest with you, mate, I can't remember. Honestly, I could just waffle and say yeah, it was great, but I can't remember if it was good because it came out around the same time as I discovered Final Space, and Final Space is so fantastic that it just overshadowed pretty much everything else.
Well, you are a very old gin, so it's understandable if your memory isn't what it used to be, Ebann. So, but that's still pretty cool so far because I don't know nothing about Bravest Warriors.
I mean, it's a good box. the first ones were a bit for the dad, and then the next ones are for the teenager, and then maybe this one might be for a little bit kiddies.
Let's have a look, shall we?
And then there's one for your grandma, because kiddies shouldn't be looking at this, should they? Or haunted ions.
Haunted Hions, yeah. Interesting. Don't know anything about this.
This is going to be a new one for us, I think. We're going to have to have a
Yeah.
little look, and then no clue. Is this popular? Are you a haunted fan? And in the comments say bloody yeah, don't know haunted, mate.
No, don't know jack about this one, but looks interesting.
Yeah, so let's see, who's it written by?
It's written by someone. It's got their surname Manning, Acosta, and DeForna.
I'm sure he's a lovely geezer. Never heard of him.
And The Darkness Rises, apparently.
This could go either way. Honestly, it could go either way. We'll have a little read and maybe we'll do a video on it and tell you if it's pants. Right, next one.
Moving swiftly on.
Oh, it's our mate Warren.
Gravel by friend of the show, Warren Ellis.
My mate Warren comes around sometimes.
It's a good, I mean, I remember reading some of these. It's a good comic. Warren Ellis.
There's Big Ben there.
He's a great writer. So
he's a great many things.
He's definitely a fantastic writer. That that goes without saying. So, and I remember Gravel being quite an interesting comic. So this is again so far so good.
I think it's a good book so far.
Definitely.
Well, let's have a look at the next one.
Ooh,
Black Summer. This is a Netflix series, no? Black Summer.
Is it?
I think so.
It's another Warren Ellis comic by Avatar.
I think they might be trying to just get rid of their Warren Ellis backlog because he might be on his way out of the industry. I mean, I'm not going to do any Hitman or Assassins going around his house or anything.
No, but
I mean, of the industry, he might not be around for very much longer. I don't think. Anyway,
moving swiftly on. Oh, Vampy. What can you say about that?
What can you say? What can you say? It's a bit of a
cheesecakey.
Bit of a pandering to the 90s, like maybe a little bit, bubblegum crisis type.
Yeah. Bad girl art. Oh.
Who doesn't like a bad girl? But this moves swiftly on. Oh, you better like a bad girl. You're going to get a double dose, mate.
But at least this time she's got a cool sword and she's got a kind of Akira bite.
I must say that this kind of cover and this kind of comic does appeal to a certain audience, and there is definitely a market for it. I mean, enough said. Yeah, as Wolverine would say, but
Moving on.
Oh, Supreme.
We've come to probably the first filler.
That is very, very ruthless. However, I agree.
That's a filler by any other name. That's filler, boy. So, oh well. We'll have to break the run somewhere. Ooh, Trencher. That looks good. That looks interesting. So you go from something bad to something.
Bad is a bit strong, mate. Bad is a bit strong, I think.
Oh, sorry, Supreme. But this looks really, really good. I mean, just look at the art. It's such a change from the kind of generic. Is it
written by anyone we know? It's number 3, early issue.
I should know this, but it escapes me at the moment. But
maybe I'll put it up on the side or something if we have a look afterwards.
Sure. So far, let's put it back on track for me. And we're back.
And then you get another kick in the bollocks. There you go. Extreme sacrifice. I mean, Image did do this. Image did do this in the early days when we were little pipsqueaks, and in the early days they did really try and find who's my Batman, who's my X-Men, who's my
Superman.
This I think Supreme was their take on Superman, was it?
Definitely.
Yeah, so they were looking for like a more kind of bloodthirsty little, or beat the shit out of your mate kind of Superman. But I mean, did it work? I don't know.
Supreme only became, to my mind, interesting when Alan Moore did a whole run on him and kind of revamped the character. And
Alan Moore saves the day, as he
often does. Yeah. But again, I'm sorry to say this, but I think this comic even knows it's a filler comic.
It knows. It's saying I'm 50. I'm worth 50p, mate.
I'm worth 25p.
Oh shit, that's a bit. All right, let's move 50.
Oh, Steel and Claw.
Now, this is what you call an indie comic, mate. This is what you call an indie comic. This is not even bloody image, mate. This is some.
I've got a feeling that Quality Comics were the same people who did the Warrior black and white comic back in the day, and they published like Miracle Man and Press Button and Laser Button or whatever it is. I think this is a British comic.
I would say that I wouldn't be surprised if this is quite sought after. Because you know, geezers like this kind of thing, don't they?
Yes, and so look at that cover. Again, just compare that to Supreme. It's an arresting image, beautifully drawn, shows imagination.
I mean, I've
Good
never seen
stuff.
this before. I've never even heard of the company, to be honest with you. It's a four-part series, four-part miniseries. So yeah, I mean that's what you want in a grab bag, don't you? You want something to grab you by the bollocks and say, "Oh, come and have a read of this, mate."
And that hand seems to be doing exactly that.
Well, I'm going to be having a look at that later.
And on to our next one.
Too Much Coffee Mans.
You didn't finish it off. The second color special. I'm a big fan of Too Much Coffee Man.
You've heard of this, geezer?
Yes, yeah, Too Much Coffee Man. I think it's by Shannon Wheeler.
Mans. As in belonging. It's Too Much Coffee Mans, as in the coffee belongs to.
Ebann has become a grammatical policeman. But yeah, it's by Shannon Wheeler, I think. And I remember really liking them back in the day. So this is a find for me, definitely.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a color special.
It's a second color special, mate.
Even better.
Oh, they're really pulling out all the stops with their crowns, isn't they?
Moving on to the next one. Oh my word!
Too Much Coffee Man's color special number 1.
Wow! What are the chances? What are the chances?
I don't know. What are the chances?
I mean, there's the second one, and now we have the first one. There's almost like there's a grand design behind this.
It's almost like the geezer that was putting the comics in this. He picked up 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Thank you, guy at comicbox.com for giving us number 1 and number 2.
Thanks, geez. This looks good. Thank you.
If you don't mind, you could send me some free stuff. Right, let's do the next one.
Moving on. Ooh.
DNA agents. Now, or is it DN agents?
Who knows?
Was it DN? I think or was it DNA gents? That sounds a bit more promiscuous.
Dingents.
Dinner gents.
Crikey.
This looks shit. Like, come on, would you pick that up? I'll walk straight past that.
You know what? I would, because I like that cover. That's an arresting image. It's a nice group shot. Everything seems to be in about proportion, again, compared to Supreme. If I saw this on the shelf, I'd pick it up to take a look at it. So yeah, again, I think the run is back. I think
I taste different, mate. I taste different. That it's not very diverse, is it? I mean, looks like that probably came out like in the 40s or something.
I think maybe it's like a little take on that.
Maybe it's a homage.
That's it. Did you say homage?
Yeah.
All right, well done.
All right, let's do the next one.
And away we go.
The Goon. We do like a bit of Goon.
Yeah, by the awesome Eric Powell, and this time being held by Rachel Cohen. The Goon is an amazing comic. Brilliant, funny, horrific, moving, all of this good stuff. So this is a find. You can't go wrong with The Goon.
Number's that? Number 3?
Ooh, quite high up as well.
That's in brilliant. That's in nice nick as well. It's in good condition.
Yeah, The Goon's this.
I think that's quite a good find.
Yeah, this is my favourite book so far, most definitely.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. For what it's worth. Moving on to the next one. I think this is Timothy. This is, what's the title?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Where's the bloody title? That's what I'm about to make.
Not a good sign. Not, you want people to be able to tell what comic you are.
I think it's
reading.
Life During Wartime.
No, it's Books of Magic.
Then what the what's that say there?
I mean, it says Life During Wartime, but it's Books of Magic. So I'm guessing this is Timothy Hunter.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Books of Magic in tiny font, and then Life During Wartime in big font, but it's called Books of Magic.
Yeah.
Okay, what's that? A perverted swamp thing having a little rubber dub?
It is Vertigo. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's a great Frank Whiteley cover.
Is that, what's that on his shoulders? Is that bloody hell, mate? His little feet are sticking into that. God, that's horrific. That's giving me nightmares.
It's great. It's a great image, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. Can he pop out of anywhere, or does he just pop out of that one place?
It literally is the stuff of nightmares. And
I don't think that geezer's enjoying that Clark Kent looking bloke. He's enjoying himself.
Well, that's Tim Hunter, who some people, I mean, bears quite a close resemblance to Harry Potter. But
Harry Potter dressed as a gladiator.
the character, because he's grown up now. This is
What?
Tim
Just
Hunter
because he's got
grown up.
glasses on, is Harry Potter? I think that's a bit.
No. He also had the jagged scratch across his forehead as well, like Harry does, and he's a wizard. So I guess there must have been something in the water during that time.
I don't know. I don't know if glasses and just a scar is enough to make you say you look like Harry Potter.
Hold on a minute, he's a wizard as well.
Oh, he's a wizard as well?
Yes.
Right, well, I guess that clinches it then. I'll stand corrected, mate. What do you think? Is it a good comic?
Yeah, definitely. It's cool.
All right, let's have a look at the next one. Is this the last one?
This is the last one.
Oh, it's the finale. Gen 13. It's not too bad. Is that in the bag? Is that on the bag or is that on the comic?
That sticker?
Yeah.
It's on the bag.
Oh, because if that was on the comic, bloody hell, man, what are you doing now? You have a laugh. I don't like that when because in British newsagents, that's what they do. They used to stick the sticker on the bloody comic and then make it like it's worth. Call me.
Ebann.
I'll bleep that out.
Dude.
It's a decent from the covers that we've seen of Gen 13. This is one of the
better ones.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
But there's definitely an audience for Gen 13 of their raunchy covers, and there's definitely an audience for these more demonic ones as well. Gen 13 is quite popular.
For sure.
Right, let's have a little think, and we'll get back to you and see what we think of the pricing. All right, we couldn't find all of these, so we're just gonna play it by ear. I'll put it on the side again, see how much we think these are worth. Ebann's estimated value and Mystery Man's. Can't make nothing rhyme, so I'll just say what he thinks it's worth.
Sounds good.
Right, let's start with the first one.
This is Gen 13, issue number 20.
I'm gonna go with £1.
I'm gonna go with £1 as well.
Because there's definitely an audience for these. It was going for £2 on sale. And if you can't find it in a run and you need this particular one, I think people will probably pay about £1.70, something like that. So I'll just go £1.
And if you're a big fan of Alien, tagline is "In space, no one can hear you scream." So maybe that might sweeten the deal.
It's a bit old that saying. Anyway, they remember it, and then maybe they enjoy it. Next one. You're not wizard, Harry.
Allegedly.
Books of Magic.
This
is freaky as hell, isn't it?
It's a great Frank Quietly cover, and I remember liking the run back in the day when it started. So for me, I'd go about £1.50.
I think I'm going to go £2 on this one. I think that little freaky fetus thing on there might clench it for some people. Might enjoy that.
Yeah, it's a horrific image for sure.
Yeah. I'm going to go £2.
Okay.
Right, let's go for the next one.
This one. The Amazing Goon.
Good. Oh, it's a tough one. I think this one could be worth quite a lot to the right person, or could be worth not much to the wrong person. But then why would they buy it? So I don't know. What do you think?
I'd go for about. So I like the Goon. I think it's a great comic. This is in fantastic nick. It's quite high up. It's number 3. I'd go for about £5.
£5 for this?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's quite good going, isn't it? I was gonna go about £3, but you've convinced me. I'm gonna go £4.
Okay. Well worth it either way.
Oh, let's go for the next one.
Okay. DNA agents.
I wouldn't buy this, so it's not worth anything for me.
I would buy it.
I'm sorry if you love this. If you do love this comic, it's fantastic. Tell me in the comments. So Ebann, you talking rubbish.
I would buy this. I think Mike Aviner did. He's done some comics. I can't just escape me right now. But if I saw this, at least I'd look at it. So if I'd probably pay like £1 for this.
I wouldn't. I'm going 25p. If I have to put, if it's like 25p, 50p, £1, and then more up and up, well, I'm going to go for the last one. Well, I won't buy it all, but if if I had to, I'll pay 25p. Well, I wouldn't pay 25p. Anyway, let's go to the next one.
Too Much Coffee Man's Color Special.
Is
number one.
like you're on road, mate? Too much coffee, man's. It's a coffee, man's. What blood?
What guarding?
What going on with the coffee, man?
Is
it what's that? Oh look, it's geezers
Yeah,
inside. Oh bloody hell, man! I'm gonna have a read of this because it's bloody weird.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Maybe have a read while you're having a coffee.
How?
It's,
Hey.
you know, it works. It's like insurrection.
Oh, wow. I'll go for about £3 for this.
£3?
Yeah.
It's in good nick. It is in like. There's no blunted corners on any of these. Will give it to the comic book box geezers. They don't send you like what's been in a rat infested box or something. You know, they do send you some decent comics.
Definitely.
I'll go £3 as well, just because I don't know bollocks about these comics, so I'll just defer to your expert opinion.
Thank you. And the next one is
Coffee Man. He's on road, selling his coffee, slinging his coffee beans. And it is nice that they put part 1 in there, the colour special, and part 2 colour special. They spoiled you with the colour. So I don't know if you might want to go back to the black and white ones, but who knows? I'm curious to see what this is all about. Like, Too Much Coffee Man's.
I think you're in for a treat. It's a lot of fun.
Right, so let's do the next one. Okay. Oh no, we didn't say how much we thought it was worth. Did we say £2?
Yeah, for sure.
£2 each. Do you think both of them are worth £2? Or do you think the other one's £2 and this one's a bit less?
I think they're both worth. I think £2 each.
£2 each.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I don't have a Scooby on this one. This box is a bit of a mystery to me. Mystery man. There you go.
Nicely done.
So let's have a look at the next one. This one I do know about. Rubbish.
I feel a bit bad because no one.
Rubbish, bit strong, but
Yeah.
you know these were like a bit not great, were they? They weren't great. They weren't great.
No one sets out to make a rubbish comic, so.
I mean, they weren't Spawn, were they? Supreme.
No.
And they didn't really break any new ground, really. I don't think.
Probably not until Alan Moore started writing it.
Oh yeah, Alan Moore's like his magic finger. But Warren Ellis, I mean, wish he had one of those. Just say 50p and move swiftly.
Yeah, 50p. This one, Trencher. I'm intrigued by this one.
No clue, mate. I don't have a Scooby. I don't know what it's worth, so I'm just going to say £1.
I think it might be a little bit higher. I'm gonna go for £2 on this one.
It's an unknown quantity, isn't it? I mean, have you ever heard that, Trencher?
I think I have, but I mean, just the fact that it looks so different from the other stuff we've seen from Image in this box, it's kind of.
I think this is the spirit of grab bags. Really, it introduces you to something that you didn't know existed or didn't really know about, and you might find something you love, and you might find something that's a bit pants. You don't know. That's what grab bags is about. I think.
Definitely, and I think that's why I'm intrigued about this title. So, be interested to read it.
Yeah, but it must still be pants.
Speaking of pants, I'm afraid.
Oh, you ruthless bugger.
I appreciate your restraint. Yeah, I don't know about it. This looks so generic.
I mean, look, in the middle there, it's almost like in the 90s. Remember, they used to stick stickers and holograms and all kinds on the cover. Like, oh, look at this mad, fantastic guy. It was rubbish, terrible.
Yeah, I mean, just compare this cover to the last one we saw. There doesn't seem to be that much imagination behind it. It's almost like a modern day film poster, just floating heads. No thought behind it, unfortunately.
I'll go as low as 25p on these at some point. I mean, the pants. Someone buy this? They buy this maybe. Who even wants this? I mean, the only way they can flog this is stick it in a grab bag.
Every comic is somebody's first comic, and every comic might be somebody's first.
Who knows?
Love
if you
of
like,
comics.
you might like a beefcake.
So, I'm gonna go for 25p as well.
They just look like they're just copying Rob Liefeld's style. I don't know. It's not interesting to me. Let's just move swiftly on.
Okay, we're back to not Vamp, but Vampy.
Vampire. It's one of two. You only get the one. I don't think the other one was part 2. We'll have a look. Just check that. I mean, it's got the Akira style type bike. It looks a bit. I don't know what to make of it, to be honest.
Well, it's a nice cover, I suppose. It's quite an arresting image, but again, don't really know nothing about this title. If
It's made by Anarchy Studios.
yeah, I'd go for 20p, mate.
You don't think
I,
that's worth nothing?
no, I think this again is probably the definition of filler. I might be wrong. I'm happy to
Yeah,
be
let's
wrong.
just this 25p, 50p. I don't know. Let's just go 50p because 25p seems a bit merciless. I'll have a look, see if I can find it online. Probably get the old run for like £2 or something. And then if that's the case, then I'll amend my numbers in the corner or wherever I'll stick up on the screen.
So moving on, there's another Vampy.
More pants. Just move on. We've said all that. I mean, it's probably lovely. Probably got some fans out there somewhere. They like a bit of, vampire or whatever. She's someone's way through or something, but it's not really for us. I mean,
I don't know how you managed to make all of that sound weird. She's someone's way through.
look, the cotton on that dress is stretching like bloody hell, mate.
Moving swiftly on, and
Have your eyes out with those.
we're back to Black Summer by Warren Ellis. And
He's going to borrow Alan Moore's magic finger, I think. This does look good, though. I think it might be worth a few bob.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, despite present day controversy, Warren Ellis is a really good writer, and I'm sure his stuff still goes for quite a pretty penny on eBay or whatever. So I'd go for about £3 on this.
£3? Yeah, I'll say that. I mean, you might maybe be able to pick it up for a bit more. Maybe be able to pick it up for a bit less. Depending on, who's clearing out their loft or whatever.
Mm.
Well, it is a good image. It looks very reminiscent of like the Walking Dead type feel to it, I think.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, it's a great cover.
And this is like a much better portrayal of a female character than we previously just in the vampires or whatever.
Yeah.
So we prefer that. I do anyway.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with but it's sometimes a bit tacky. Let's just move swiftly on. Why laughing?
just this tacky. It's just not something I expected Jin to say. That's all. And now we've got Gravel.
There's a lot of Warren Ellis in here, I must say.
Have you noticed? There's a lot.
I don't know if they're just like this just throw Warren Ellis off the bus or the boat or whatever, the comic shop. Just get him out, get as much Warren Ellis stuff out of here as possible before they, infects the rest of our merch.
Oh, that's a bit rough. Infect, Ebann.
I don't know.
Oh.
You don't know. The Twitter people might come in. Oh, you got Warren Ellis comics in here. I'm a bit worried about my own collection. I got a signed comic by Warren Ellis.
Anyway.
He signed his name, everything. One Machine Man.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah, but he seemed like a decent bloke at the time, but you'd never know, do you? Like I said, he never invited me back to his place, so I feel a bit scorned, actually.
You're a demon. You probably.
You've seen me from behind. You've still got anything going on.
Yeah, you got back for days.
Yeah.
But anyway, how much would you? What do you think?
Well, stop talking about my cake and have a think. I'll think about £1. I think £1. I'll say £1.
Really, £1?
I don't know. It could go for a lot more than that, but
Yeah.
because Warren Ellis is like being thrown out the window, I don't know. I'm just gonna say £1 because I really don't have a clue, and £1 seemed like a safe bet.
I'm gonna go for about £2.
Say £2 for it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
It's got
£2.
Big Ben on there.
Yeah, it's got Big Ben. It's got some nice cover. I think I remember Gravel.
That is a lovely
interesting
cover. Big Ben burning. Yeah, that's what we'd love to see that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go for £2.
It's almost 12 o'clock on that clock.
Doomsday Clock.
Oh, is that what it's meant to be?
Probably representing that, yeah.
We learn something new every day.
And now we go to this little beaut, the Steel Claw.
Oh, I don't know how I feel. These kind of horror comics, they've got their fans and they do pay a pretty penny for them, I must say.
I really think Quality Comics are the same people who published the Warrior anthology, like I said. And that was the first place you had stuff, not to keep on harping about him, but Alan Moore's V for Vendetta and Miracle Man. And I'm pretty sure Quality Comics might have even had a comic shop way back in the day, I think. But either way, this is a nice cover.
52 pages, mate.
Yeah, you know,
Getting your money's worth.
definitely. I mean, I couldn't really guesstimate a price on this, but it's something I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on and reading, actually. It's good. It's fun. Fingers crossed.
I'm gonna say quid just for the sake of the tally.
All right, then. For the sake of the tally, I'm going to say £3.
Oh, bloody hell, that's a bit different opinion.
Yeah, I think.
Controversial. Let us know down in the comics. Comments. Getting a bit tongue twisted. Let us know in the comments. What do you think? Do you think he's right? Think I'm right?
Okay, going on to the next one.
I suppose so. They can't let us know I'm right live, can they? That'd be a bit scary.
It would be. Now,
I don't know. I feel on one side I think maybe this looks a bit interesting. On the other side, I look at his face. Oh, flipping hell, mate, that's rubbish. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Look at his face. I don't know how I feel about this one. It could be pants. It could be good. I don't know how I feel.
I don't know anything about this comic. I must have missed it when it came out.
I mean, on the one side, look, the darkness rises.
That's isn't that the tagline?
And then his face, look, it looks shit. If you just take those bits out and then you just think, oh yeah, it doesn't look very good, does it? And then you never know. Like it could be like a sleeper. It could be decent.
But like I said, every comic is potentially someone's first comic. So
this your favourite comic? This your first comic?
Yeah.
You probably won't be reading many. But I'm going to say 25p. 25p on this one because it looks like filler. It looks like just something that no one was going to buy, so we just stick it in the box and there you go.
Again, these prices are not any commentary on the creative people making these comics, but I think I'm gonna go with Ebann on this one and 25p.
There you go. All right, next one. Oh yeah, I do like the art style of this. I like a bit of Pussycat there. He's flying on a bee, so someone might come and step on it. So bravest warriors. I'm gonna go £1.50.
Wow, that seems low.
You reckon? Yeah, it's a little bit kiddie style. Like do kids really pay a lot for comics?
No, not really.
So £1.50, innit?
I'm gonna go for £1 then. Yeah.
You said I was low, and then you went lower.
Nobody said I had to be consistent or make sense.
Bloody hell.
It's what I feel. So I'm going for £1.
Right? That's how you feel. Bit controversial. This one, a bit different prices on this one. Right, let's go for the next one. Oh, Marceline.
Yeah, this is. I'm not. I'd go for like £3 on this one.
For Adventure Time, I think people will be willing to give some of her Great British pounds, her Queen's shillings, whatever they call them.
I mean, it's
got a dog on the front. It's got a good boy on the front. It's Adventure Time. It's got a vampire on the front. I mean, come on. It's a recipe for success.
Definitely, and it's #1, and it looks like it's an annual of some sort. So I'm happy with £3.
2015, 7 years old.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say £2.
Okay.
What are you saying?
I'm saying £3.
£3.
Yeah.
£2, £3. All right.
It's pound different.
Yeah. I think maths is that good. All right, let's do the next one.
Okay. Probably my favourite cover image of this.
This is a find. I think this is. I mean, I would probably pick this up if I was flicking through the box and thought, oh, look at that. It's Sandman.
It is kind of Sandman-esque, even the way his cape, and I'm sure this is a take on Morpheus. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but I have my spider sense tingling. It's a Morpheus.
Well, I'm looking so, and if it is, then it definitely would up the value, I think. So I'm going to go for £2.
I'm going to go for £2 as well. I mean, it's such a great cover image. I'd buy that just for the cover, regardless of actually what the inside was like. Such
for £2? You buy that for £2?
Yeah,
I'll sell it for you for
£4. Me and my big mouth. And the next one,
Mothers and Daughters.
It's another Cerebus. I mean, you got to give Dave Sim. His covers are pretty fantastic. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but you can see Cerebus falling, and then there as well. Your eyes just great.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
It's just great
Fabulous,
design.
fabulous.
Just brilliant.
Oh, is there a cartoon of this? Is there a cartoon of Cerebus?
No, but he did. You might not remember this, but he did appear in that Spawn.
Yeah, he did. He did appear in Storm right around the time that Superman died, and he poked his hand through the thing. It's a Doomsday.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was very iconic. I thought that very iconic panel.
One of the best issues of Spawn,
and a good crossover as well. I thought.
And a good kind of commentary about superheroes at the time. So yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna go £2.
I'm gonna go £2 as well.
Last one.
Last one. It's another Dave Sims Cerebus.
This one doesn't look as exciting. It doesn't, does it? No, come on, just tell the truth. Look, there's Alfred.
I was gonna say it's got Alfred looking out the window.
Alfred looking out the window, and then not much else going on. So I'm gonna say £1.
I'm gonna go for about £1 as well. I mean, I still think it's quite a nice image, but it's probably not as. It's really beautifully drawn. It's just not as dynamically rendered as the previous one. It doesn't even have Cerebus on the cover, but still, I'm gonna go for about £1 as well.
Right. So now we've gone through how much we think they're worth, and gone through the box. This still your favourite box?
Definitely my favourite box. I think this is. Apart from a couple of duds, I think this was definitely worth the money. A lot of comics that I don't know much about that are quite intriguing, like the Too Much Coffee Man. We also have the Trencher in there as well, and we've got the Cerebuses. Bargain, definitely a bargain.
So this one also value, I think, worth £10 for the £20 indie box from comicbox.com.
Definitely.
20 comics for £10.
This was a steal.
If they're still doing it, then I recommend that having a punt, having a little go, see what you get. Yeah. So this a banger. Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, good. All right then. Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.